Give it a minute. Oh, shoot. Get myself together here. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Get some people in the room. On this live, we talking about Spencer Pratt. He got some of the best videos I have ever seen. Turning LA red. From blue to red. See, we get some people in the room. Oh, see if we get some people in the room. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Dang, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to try to do 2 videos today. Yep, I'm going to try to do 2. What up, what up? So I'm getting ready to get into it. Hold on a moment. I'll be right back. But we talking about Spencer Pratt turning LA red. He's running for mayor of LA. He got some of the best ass I have ever seen. And how he kicked ass during debate. I must have left this out here yesterday. If I had to. All right, here I come, y'all. I'm ready. Mm. So, all right, y'all, I'm back. Spencer Pratt is running for LA mayor against Karen Bass. He kicking ass in the debate. He whooped both her and the immigrant ass in the debate. And now they have canceled the second debate. He got some of the best AI ass I have ever seen. And I hope he win and he's an actor. So that's what we're talking about right now. Spencer William Pratt is an American reality television personality and political candidate in 2026 Los Angeles mayoral election. In 2007, he began dating Heidi Montaz, a primary cast of the reality television series The Hills, and came to prominence after being cast in the series. Now, follow him on Facebook. This is what happened today. Karen Bass was caught paying street ops in black vehicles, passing out needles and tourniquets to keep addicts high so her NGO friends can continue to profit off their misery and steal their Medicaid money. These people are sick. I'm ending this madness and imposing mandatory treatment. So let's take a look at this. Hey, Christian. Hey, love. Facts. Facts. Because I was in LA in 2021. I said, I don't never want to come back. I have never seen the amount of homelessness ever. Newsom and Karen Bass, they have destroyed LA and California, and that's just a fact. I don't never want to go back. Now, union funded attack ad against Pratt seems aimed at helping him make runoff. An attack ad against Spencer Pratt, oh shit, by LA County Federation of Labor actually might be intended to boost his profile for conservatives in LA, according to political analysts. The immigrant Nathia Raymond, a progressive city council member running for mayor, called the ad a cynical attempt to ice her out of the runoff. A 30-second campaign video spot making this rounds this week claims to oppose Spencer Pratt in the June 2nd primary for Los Angeles mayor. But to many viewers, the list of criticisms against Pratt seemed more like a roster of his selling points for LA's Republican voters. Pratt wants to add more police officers, rein in power of public employee unions, and spend less on brand new housing for the homeless. They, those all seem aimed at boosting Pratt's appeal among conservative voters. Pratt's appeal among conservative voters, political analysts say, a strategy they think is aimed at helping the Republican Pratt and not progressive city council person Nythia Raymond make it into the November 30th runoff for mayor with Mayor Karen Bass. The Los Angeles County Federation of Labor, which is backing Bass, spent $221,000 in connection with the ad. The Fed wants the easiest path for Bass in the runoff, which would be against Pratt instead of Nythia Raymond, because only 18% of registered voters in LA are Republicans. In a nonpartisan primary in which all the candidates are polling at under 30%, getting Pratt more votes from Republicans could be the push he needs to get past Raymond, with whom he is polling neck to neck. In a statement, the Labor Federation denounced Pratt as a candidate but didn't respond when asked if the new ad was aimed at boosting his appeal to Republicans in a nonpartisan race. Pratt's half baked ideas are harmful to working class Angelinos. That's bullshit. He wants to clean up the homeless, get the addicts off the street. He wants to lower prices, and he wants to clean up LA. I ain't never seen Skid Row is like 60 blocks downtown LA. I ain't never seen the mall, and you can park your car anywhere. It don't matter in beautiful neighborhoods, raggedy neighborhoods, and you can just live. Between LA and New York, those are the most unaffordable places to live. So it's important that voters in Los Angeles are reminded of the dangers of electing another inexperienced reality TV star. Can't nobody be worse than Newsom or Karen Bass. Like Trump said, find out, vote for him and find out. Can't nobody be worse than them. How more further can LA go? It's already horrible. I happen to like the man. So, Nathea Raymond, who's running for mayor, she accused Spencer Pratt of pushing fascism. Same bullshit they did with Trump. If they don't like you, they just gotta get don't have no damn plans. As the former reality TV star gains ground in the race. Another socialist like Man Diamond in New York City, he ain't been in there 100 days and he has already destroyed New York City. Crime is up 300%. And they just beat up all the Jews over in Brooklyn yesterday. They had a full blown riot in Brooklyn yesterday. So she gonna continue to destroy LA. I didn't realize she was a socialist. Appeared on a podcast with progressive host Brian Taylor Cohen and compared Pratt to President Donald Trump while offering her take on who the independent candidate really represents. She said, I think Spencer Pratt is tapping into a lot of frustrations that people have in Los Angeles by the way things are going, and his Trumpian qualities are exactly why I think Angelo should be taking his race seriously. I also think it's a very real thing that we should take serious and need to grapple with, and we need to offer. You need to offer solutions to working class people who is struggling over in Los Angeles. That's what you need to do. Otherwise, people will turn to fascism, to mini Trump, which is who I think Spencer Pratt really represents. Wow. Unbelievable. Los Angeles Republicans show how gullible they are on anti Pratt. The ad mentions he's Republican, that he opposes using taxpayer money to build brand new houses for unhoused neighbors. All that fraud in LA. Somebody need to clean that shithole up. It's awful. LA needs thousands more police officers, and that public employee union should have less power. You cannot convince me that this is not an ad by Spencer Pratt pretending to be an anti Spencer Pratt ad put out by the LA County Federation of Labor. This is deliberate. Man, y'all need some help. So then Spencer Pratt response is saying that they're going too far with anti-Semitism in his accusing him of anti-Semitism. He got some of the best videos I have ever seen. Okay, let's get into this. This is who he is. Former reality TV star Spencer Pratt is hoping the power of AI will help him win the LA mayor's race. And CBS LA political reporter Tom Wade has a look at the controversial campaign ads that are drawing strong reaction.
Pratt with a new AI-generated ad.
This is awful. This is awesome.
A new hero and a new villain.
As long as they don't have any hope, the city's ours.
It's one in the series of AI ads Pratt is promoting on social media, where he has a massive following. Welcome to the new age of campaigns.
Facts.
Huntsman is a campaign strategist and was former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger's deputy chief of staff for communications.
This is going to be the debate about AI. Is it fair to depict people like that? Tough question. It may be offending some voters. This also may be wildly entertaining others.
I can do whatever I want. I'm the man. LA City Councilwoman Nikki Raman's campaign says they're using real actors in their ads. Raman is trying to make affordable housing her signature issue in the campaign.
When my city is threatened, I will fight.
Highland Mayor Karen Bass also taking a more conventional approach.
As a political strategist, I say do the fundamentals, old time-proven methodology first and foremost. And then if you have space and you have money, then try some things outside the box, just to reach out to those who probably don't vote on a usual basis.
Pratt's deep dive into AI ads is generating a lot of attention for him. There's also a question of potential backlash in a city where AI is seen as a threat to many in the film industry. The risk could also pay off, especially with younger voters.
If you're a 19-year-old college student, you find that
Facts. I want to show the ad. Shit, I ain't know they was gonna do all this damn talking. Hold on. I want to show the ad. Damn, where? Oh, here I am. Okay, here we go. He goes on.
3 weeks. Signs up across the city. No more nakedness. No more drug use. No more robbing. No more
burning dogs in the street.
No more dog abuse. Very on every sign, on every part. So that we're going to go around. We're going to warn everybody. Hey, got 3 more weeks of this. Clock's ticking. Just keep telling everyone. Just so the people that are aware, they're like, oh wow, there's a new mayor in town. They may start leaving. And then when the 3 weeks, or maybe we'll even do 2 weeks, maybe people will want it faster. And then once we start enforcing the laws, boom, streets will be back. You know how also I'm going to bring in the CDC, because there's medieval diseases in these encampments. They're not swabbing these encampments. They're not swabbing the streets. People are just living in feces and drug use and dogs burning and bodies. We need these streets cleaned.
Yeah. Have you seen what's the Spencer Pratt's, his last commercial? That AI about he's Batman? You have to see it, because he has this AI commercial as Batman, and it put Mayor Bass as the Joker, and they put Newsom as, who are you before?
Facts. That's what I want to play the video.
Like the subway will be free, and I'm promising my voters the metro buses, the metro trains, they will be free from urine, feces, step.
Damn, let me see. I'm looking for it. Damn. I want his ad. Okay, you know what? Let me just Google President Pratt campaign ad, because his campaign is beautiful. Okay, I think I got it. Let me see.
Former reality TV
No,
star
that ain't it. Damn, I want to see the damn ad. What is the problem?
First 3 weeks. The drug use. I know he promised his voters, like the subway will be free, and I'm promising my voters the metro.
Damn. Okay, I think here you go. Here you go. His ad is phenomenal.
There's homeless drug addicts in front of the school. My children aren't safe.
You see Kamala with the bottle?
I just want to refill my home. It's been over a year. This is a machine. You want to burn this town to the ground?
You cannot beat his ass. Cost efficient. AI generated. You cannot beat this ad. It blew me away. That's him as Batman, but he got another one that he got one in Spanish. Let me see if I can find that. I hope he wins. I really do. Because they let his house and his parents' house burn down. Damn, let me see. Where is it? Oh, here it go. Here it go.
She was looking for my brother while they go out the day and smoke in the sky. We were calling in the evening, she was saying, bye bye. Look what she left on her block. LA looking like a cloud. Where the joke and gone. Rolling out to the street. Latino for Pratt, we're singing. Cause we're tired of this dirty beat. Said we ride that plane train, sleek and smooth. World Cup coming, nowhere to move. Just lines delays. We're studying that, but every single pothole is still attached. My tires flat. All this mess, all this business from Hollywood to City Hall. Feels like the trash moved in. With that nonsense fast, Latinos on Pratt, we're laughing. Cause this clown show can last. She's busy with slogans, we're stuck in a jam. We just want a mayor who can take out the we're done with the trash gets taken out.
He got the best ads, don't cost a lot of money. AI, I hope he win. I do. I do. He practical. So let me get off into this.
We've got a panel of your average Los Angeles voter to test some of your policies and see how we're doing.
First question. Who thinks Mayor Bass did a great job responding to the fires?
Didn't she go to Ghana?
Okay, great feedback. Next question. Who thinks Mayor Bass did a great job with the Palisades rebuild?
What rebuild?
Hey, everybody.
She's addressed the homeless problem, right? There's literally homeless people smoking crack at my kids' playground.
Ask them about raising their taxes to pay for crack pipes for drug addicts.
Nobody wants any of this. We just want to feel safe, our loved ones to be safe, regular neighborhood maintenance, common sense.
Fuck. Pratt's gonna win, isn't he? We should probably skip the next debate. Ladies and gentlemen, John Fetterman and Bill Maher are back again, this time on Mars Club.
Man, listen, this is what's this? Black Anomaly Rising. I just found this channel. I like them.
So for those of you guys who don't know, Spencer Pratt is running for mayor.
He's running for mayor.
Over Mayor Karen Bass. She's the incumbent. This gay black lady who burned down all of LA. You guys remember her? That's pretty much what she's become famous for, is flying away to Ghana while her city was burning down.
Facts.
Fetterman here is saying that these commercials are incredible and so forth. Now, before we get into what he said, I actually want to show you guys the most recent one, because this is actually what piqued my interest in even making this video, because he actually has a new ad today where it's based off of Star Wars, and I thought this mug,
it is
awesome.
awesome.
That much of a Star Wars fan.
Hey, Mark.
Which is outrageously crucial. Let's go ahead and react to that. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype the video. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot.
Y'all hit the like button, y'all. He got the best ass ever.
Even this music, it's like, yo, wait a minute. You didn't finish burning the city to the ground in your first term. Make sure you finish the job in your second.
The only thing that can stop us is someone telling the truth. As long as they don't have any hope, the city's ours.
No, this is, you can't lie, this is fire.
It is fire.
Watch what magnesium does to your bowels.
Oh,
If you
shit.
have to wipe more than 4 times after you poop, here's why.
Constipated? Nobody's ever done this before. No one's ever spoken truth to power in LA.
Ain't it hard? Look at her with Kamala with the liquor bottle.
One man's brave enough to think things everyone will realize things can change. You need to stop. That is crazy. Bro, hold on a minute. I'm gonna let it play. But why they gave her a bottle of liquor, big dog? Like,
Cause she be drunk all the time.
that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Yo, AI is great. I don't care what nobody say. I embrace the tech. Okay? Like,
I do too.
this is just glorious.
I embrace it too. He got the best ass I've ever seen.
You had 20 years to fix things.
Enough is enough.
Yo, come on.
You can't make this.
Come on, bro.
He look ain't
This is
spending
what
a lot of
Fetterman's
money.
talking about. But let's go ahead and actually see what he's talking about. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Have you seen that? What's the Spencer Pratt? His last commercial? That AI about he's Batman? You have to see it, because he has this AI commercial as Batman, and it put Mayor Bass as the Joker, and they put Newsom as like the
Come on, y'all, hit that like button, please.
And I'm telling you now, like whatever happens in this election, any other election, I guarantee they are, like. It put him just like French, eating cake, and you should check it out.
I will.
Yeah,
and this obviously is all from AI, but so he made it with AI, but ran it as a real campaign ad. I mean, it's not legit. He's not denouncing it.
Well, consider the other side, the Democratic side's their commercials are literally "fuck Trump."
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Facts. Everything is fuck Trump. And Newsom and Karen Bass have destroyed. Newsom destroyed California, and Karen Bass destroyed LA. Facts.
You're gonna love that in a purple state. Try to win a national argument and announcing, the party's leader and your voters, like, well, that's your platform.
Oh shoot, I gotta move my.
First of all, he can't be president again. That doesn't mean he won't try. But even for people who didn't vote for him, that doesn't appeal to me.
Guys, I don't know what these radicals are trying to appeal to, because obviously that didn't work out so well in the 2024 presidential election, right? You guys remember when Kamala Harris won, when they were running off of Project 2025 and how he was trying to take away everybody's rights and how he was Hitler? You remember how the Democrats won? Because I sure as hell don't, because Kamala Harris got swept and even lost the freaking popular vote. So they don't know what the hell they're doing. But guys, I want to go ahead and react to what Fetterman is talking about here as well, because I actually don't think that I've seen this full Batman Spencer Pratt commercial. So let's take a look at this as well. Kamala Harris is there drinking. Bruh, they are... Yo, the Kamala Harris disrespect is just outrageous.
Ain't it?
I mean, look, for the purposes of comedy on this channel, I believe in the disrespect, but like they don't just have her holding the bottle of this, she's drinking from it. And he has Newsom is eating the cake. Okay, let's get it.
All right, I'm back.
The drug addicts closer. Bass already saw me high. I endorse her.
I just want to rebuild my home. It's been over a year. This is a machine. You want to burn this town to the ground?
I swear, I hope he win. I hope he win. If I lived, he would have my vote. Yes, he would.
Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles in the upcoming election, just dropped an election ad that many are hailing as perhaps one of the best political ads of all time.
It is.
Mayor Bass lives. You notice something? Or here, where Nikki Romney's $3 million mansion sits. They don't have to live in the mess they created. This is where I live. They let my home burn down. I'm know what the consequences of failed leadership are. That's why I'm running for mayor. For my sons and the rest of us Angelinos that want to stop these corrupt politicians from destroying our city. We are going to get the golden age of Los Angeles back. I said that Caruso, this was years ago, was LA's only hope. When Karen Basura, as Spencer Pratt affectionately calls her, I call her Karen Do Nothing Bass, came onto the scene. It was beyond obvious to me she had zero qualifications and she was just another Kamala Harris major DEI pick, didn't earn it. And we all knew what she was going to do over the last 4 years. And not only did she do all of that, she surpassed all of it by decaying the city even worse than all.
Damn sure did that one. Yes, he did.
Palisades disaster could have been avoided. Leaked audio proves she knew it was going to happen and still went to Ghana. Trump came days after and said, why don't you give these guys permits? Why don't you give them a break? Why don't you let them rebuild their homes? It's been over 18 months.
He said remove the regulations. He went there, removed, let them go ahead. They want to rebuild, let them do it. These are rich people. 18 months later, only a few are rebuilding in the Palisades.
Hasn't done anything. Crime is up. Home values are down. Exodus, people leaving, small businesses, residents, big taxpayers, revenue is leaving. Gas prices are up. Homelessness is at an all-time worst.
Facts.
And this is after Newsom and Bass spent hundreds of billions, Newsom even worse, hundreds of billions of dollars. All the fraud that Nick Shirley at Independent Media has discovered in California, which it seems is going to eclipse the monstrous fraud in Minnesota, all under her watch. She hasn't done
Facts.
As a matter of fact, not only has she not done anything, she's sponsoring legislation to have it be a crime. $10,000 fine, and you can face imprisonment for exposing the fraud. Spencer Pratt said he is not only going to help Nick Shirley, but he's going to pay people to become Nick Shirley. So this is a new bill. Instead of saying, wow, thank you for uncovering this fraud, they passed a bill, and if you film things and you go to a place and identify that place, and then somehow or another, those people get harassed or something because of it, you can get fined. So I was already saying, my plan is where I need Nick Shirley. What I need is all of Los Angeles to do Nick Shirley. I, as mayor, can then offer cash bounties. If you feel any fraud, city workers doing something suspicious, any type of scams, when you bring it to the mayor's office and you check it out, I'm going to pay you. So I was already going to just wait. The city becomes everybody has an iPhone. It's so response. It's city response. Instead of thanking someone for uncovering criminal fraud, you make a new law. You turn them into criminals.
Isn't that insane? And we got something called First Amendment freedom of speech. How the fuck was that even possible? That needs to go all the way to the Supreme Court.
What's going on right now? And then even on the city level, like when I went in there at fire station, they were telling me about how if the refrigerator, this is not this stuff, if the refrigerator breaks, and the firefighters say, how to take the refrigerator put out, the city person comes in and goes, oh no, put that back in. You can't have that thing put in. So they need to put the thing back in before the next person comes, and then it costs like $50,000, and it's only this one city contract can fix it. It's not for up to bid, and that is where all of this extra money that isn't going to actually go and start firefighting. The fire station I was at, they had a fire truck that should have been retired in Mexico 10 years ago. And instead, they have paid to put a new backbone on it. It's these guys have to pay out of their own pocket for the blinds, the paint, and they do it because they live here. It's so sad. Where LA goes to be the city with great, like the firefighters there in the home too.
LA, California was a beautiful, beautiful state, and it is a shithole. It's like a third world country. California is.
We have had a terrorist attack. Because we're not even safe for our streets right now. They're not even protected. Fires in all a terrorist cell needs to do is get 5 of those black e-bikes and then they go on a holy day, go around with road trails, tossing them out along with 50 years of dead brush. The entire city, look at the Palisades. One very
Facts.
on rampant hospice fraudsters stealing from taxpayers en masse.
Believe it. They even gave Newsom a map. Quote, 210 active hospice agencies located within 1 mile of each other on Van Nuys and Los Angeles County. Now, did Gavin Newsom go to these locations? Did his government check out these buildings? This document reads like points from a Nick Shirley video. But no, these were the fraud warnings listed by the acting state auditor 4 years ago, leading him to conclude, quote, that a network or networks of individual perpetrators in Los Angeles County are engaging in a large and organized effort to defraud the Medicare and Medi-Cal hospital programs.
So why didn't Newsom do anything? Why didn't Karen Bass do anything? Why didn't Attorney General Rob Bonta do anything? By the way, his wife, Mia Bonta, is the author of the Stop Nick Shirley Act. Is it starting to make sense, everyone? Remember, Newsom just purchased a $10 million home, which many question how in the world can you afford
and
it?
how the fuck
salary he spent
on a governor's salary, a couple $100,000 a year. How the fuck can he afford a $10 million home? Because all that money that they raised for the fire victims, $100 million, none of that money went to the fire victims of the Palisades and Altadena. His wife, Newsom's wife, ran that scam. Cause how the fuck you can afford a $10 million home?
hundreds of billions of dollars on homelessness, and it's gotten worse. We're talking, this goes back 20 years.
Facts.
Many videos covering this. The high-speed rail, which never got built, is still, not one track has been laid yet, announced years ago, hundreds of billions of dollars. Are we starting to see here, America? Just in case you're not convinced that these Democrats are all in on this, including Tampon Tim, including mentally ill Omar, and God knows how many more. Here's the smoking gun, folks. If this piece of evidence doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. Listen to what Human Health and Services Director Bobby Kennedy testified before the Oversight Committee about the hospices in Los Angeles. Watch. You want to talk about disinformation? You want to talk about defrauding the American public? If you or anybody you know is dealing with, the complexity, the absolute red tape, and confusion of Medicare, I have partnered with the greatest company on
Okay,
planet
let
Earth
me
who's been helping
get past
stores.
that.
Had one call from Congress or anybody else about complaining because clearly these were fraudulent. A lot of these places, I keep saying, they were just invented addresses. They would obtain patient identification, or they would pay people. They were going and giving people in poor neighborhoods flat screen televisions, $600, and then they would enlist them enroll them in the hospice, and we were paying them $6,000. Let me get this straight. So
each patient that they enroll, wow, that's a great scam though. They got $6,000 per patient. In one building, there were like 10 to 20 hospices with no patients. The fuck? Mm-mm.
Or they would pay people.
Hold on. I hope he win. Oh, that's Grayson.
This is a level of desperation we have never seen before from the left.
Hold on.
My local mayor wanted to sue me after he saw what I did with this new pressure washer. There's a new power wash nozzle out there, and it's the most brutal cleaning tool you'll
Okay,
ever
let me,
own. But
come on,
here's
let
the
me
bad
skip
news.
this.
In just a few weeks, regulators will force the only company that makes it to completely.
He is running for governor, and he had this comment on it.
The Supreme Court did the absolute right thing. Racial gerrymandering should not be allowed.
Oh, oh no, this is the wrong thing. Let me move this video. Nope, that goes under redistricting. I don't know how the hell I put that there. Let me remove that.
I think what you're referring to is Spencer Pratt criticized the timing of this, saying that this was kind of misleading because that permit was already issued before the fire.
Well, that's actually not accurate, but Spencer Pratt is deliberately not accurate. But I was not just referring to him. There are several people who deliberately put out misinformation.
Make sure you go to BurdenBourbon.com to get the best bourbon on the market.
This is Officer Tatum.
But not guilty. At BurdenBourbon.com.
Let me get past it.
His $3 million mansion sits. The mess they created. This is where I live. They let my home burn down. I know what the consequences of failed leadership are. That's why I'm running for mayor. For my sons and the rest of us Angelinos that want to stop these corrupt politicians from destroying our city. We are going to give the golden age of Los Angeles back.
Now, I don't know who in their right mind don't think that's a great idea.
Facts.
Who don't think that that's a great idea for somebody like that to run LA?
Facts.
It's like they want to fail. But anyway, Dan Bongino has something to say about it too, which I tend to agree with Dan Bongino's take on this because I don't know Spencer Pratt at all. But I can't say he's running a good campaign. Roll the clip.
I don't know Spencer Pratt. Well, he's running for mayor of Los Angeles. I don't know him at all, actually. And I don't know what his internal politics are. I just know he's been through a lot with the fires in Los Angeles. He's running for mayor, and he's running an insurgent campaign. And this, I'm going to tell you something, is one of the top 5 most effective political ads I think I've ever seen.
I'm telling you.
Because it gives you a good guy and a bad guy in 30 seconds.
Yes.
Imagery paints a contrast.
Yes.
I remember him from the reality show. I'm happy he's right. It takes a lot of balls to put your name on a ballot. Good for you. That is one of the single most effective political ads you'll ever see. Contrast. The imagery of the $1 million mansion, the drone footage, giving the wide view of this guy and his house burned down. He's living in a trailer on his front lawn. I know what that's like. I lived on a trailer in the front lawn in one time. You lived in a trailer in Long Island? Yeah.
So that's Dan Bongino's quick take. I want to make it quick and brief so we can get through this. Fox News is our next clip. So we're going to play Spencer Pratt's reason why he's running for the mayor spot in LA. Roll it.
So let's bring in the man running for LA mayor, former reality star Spencer Pratt. I mean, whenever you hear Gavin Newsom bragging about the Palisades recovery, it's got to boil your blood a little bit, Spencer. I mean, anybody that lives in California is well aware how terrible he is at dealing with fire recovery. Look at Campfire Paradise 8 years later, 70% of that city is dirt lots. So it's not surprising to me that he's failed all the Palisades victims. What's interesting is yesterday he was crying on TV, but he wasn't crying for any victims. He was crying for himself. He never cried for the 12 people that burned alive due to his state park.
Come on.
Everybody. He was crying because I believe he is witnessing his political ambitions just unraveling every day.
Facts.
He started with the failure of the Palisades fire, and now with the hospice and the Medicaid, he is realizing he's never going to be president. But the most interesting part about all this is the epicenter of all this corruption and fraud is actually Los Angeles. And that is because you have a corrupt mayor, Basura, and a terrible city council like Cynthia Rahman, who are running a mafia-like operation.
Facts.
That's why I'm running for mayor of Los Angeles, to get in there and stop this operation. Are you running for mayor because of the Palisades fire, Spencer, or because you're just angry that LA is such a freaking mess? Once you experience what I did, total loss, your neighbors burning alive, and you see the corruption at the city level, and you saw Nobody's stepping up to stop these people. I didn't have a choice. It was either 4 more years of the city just being destroyed, 60,000 plus homeless, drug addicts, lunatics covering the street, or I had to step in and stop this. Yeah. And so I made the choice to step in and say no more. You talk about the lunatics. There's where we are right here. This would be in your area, right? If you were the mayor. 30 yards that way, there's a school. And when you come in, you see these kids walking out of school. 30 yards that way, there's a homeless encampment. And today, as you're coming in, there's a woman without any clothes walking around the homeless encampment. And you think, if you're a parent, you got to shake your head like, what is going on? I have parents messaging me every day that they have to have their kids in the backseat staring at iPads to not look out the window to see the drug use, the nudity. It's psycho. And as mayor, I'm stopping all of it. We're going to enforce all the laws that exist. This should not be allowed. They're choosing to let the streets of Los Angeles look like this. So we're done.
100%. The key thing that he said, I think y'all need to take away from, they're choosing. They got money. They have resources. A ton of rich people live in LA. LA was a city that was flourishing at one point in time. And they just let these people out there. Every time I go to LA, I see homeless people shooting up drugs and hanging out like zombies. And last time I saw a lady naked, washing a hoo-ha in front of everybody. Flies going everywhere. You know how nasty that is? Looking down a barrel. I just happened to look over to the side, and I see the lady doing like this. I mean, rinse out, hoo-ha out. Why do people have to be subjected to that? Why? Especially in a city like LA. I also saw people stealing stuff from Home Depot. They had a whole wall full of power tools. And they marked it Home Depot and Lowe's or something. It was two different places. Like they got a marketplace of stolen stuff just out. Cops drive by, ain't nobody care. Why would anybody want to live in a city like that? Well, you don't have to. All right.
That part.
Let's see how out of touch the Dems are. Spencer Pratt is the former reality TV star running for mayor of Los Angeles against an avowed socialist and a woman who, Karen Bass, who presents herself as a moderate Democrat, but was actually a card-carrying communist not so long ago. You want to talk about how out of touch the Dems are? This is an attack ad that was launched against Spencer Pratt. Republican Spencer Pratt is the last thing Los Angeles needs from Pratt opposes using taxpayer money to build brand new houses for unhoused neighbors, saying it's time for the homeless to get help or get out. Pratt thinks LA needs thousands more police officers rather than more social workers. Republican Spencer Pratt thinks,
hell yeah, you need more police officers. Hell yeah, you do. What the fuck?
public employee unions should have this power, not more. LA is on the right track and needs to stay the course. Vote no on Republican Spencer Pratt. Was that an attack ad? Hold on. Wait, was that when I first saw this ad? Spencer Pratt doesn't want to give all your money and homes away to a bunch of drug addict bums. Spencer Pratt doesn't want to urinate your tax dollars into the wind by giving them to crooked unions who are basically organized crime. Spencer Pratt.
That part.
Wrong for LA. I thought this, truly, I believe this was a parody. This was actually a pro-Pratt ad that was just trying to highlight how out of touch the Democrats are. Apparently not. The LA Ethics Commission filing that handles these kinds of ads shows that the ad was funded by an independent expenditure committee, a PAC, called LA Unions opposed to Spencer Pratt for mayor 2026. She says, okay, well, maybe it's just a political op. Maybe that's just some dark arts politics. You know, it's still.
Who is this? This is
actually still
Michael Knowles.
No, apparently, LA Unions opposed to Pratt is sponsored by the LA County Federation of Labor, AFL-CIO. The group spent almost $250,000 on digital advertising opposing Spencer Pratt. That ad is real. That, to me, this is the biggest white bill. We'll get to in 1 second whether or not Spencer Pratt's actually going to be mayor of LA. But it's not even just that he's making waves. He's taken over the internet. He's scaring the current mayor of LA, Karen Bass. To me, the biggest white pill is
The people running the Democrat.
He scared her so bad that her and the immigrant Rahman, they said they not gonna debate him no more. They canceled the second debate. That's how he whooped their ass in that first debate.
Democrat campaigns that still don't get it. They thought that was an effective ad. You know what the voters want? They want more bums defecating on the street. That's what the people want. So we just need to highlight Spencer Pratt's terrible record on allowing heroin fentanyl addict bums to terrorize people in their neighborhoods. Once we show them that, once we show the people that he doesn't even want to steal their money and give it to us, well, why, by golly, then his poll numbers will crater. They really think that. Go to preborn.com/Knowles, KWLES. Mother's Day is a special time. It's when families come together and sometimes
Let me go
share
past
big news.
this.
Like the moment someone stands in his life. It makes the situation real and it helps remove the ultrasound for $140 and you reach 5 women. Yeah. Talking about the race for mayor, he addresses the claim of his opponents that he is just a reality TV star.
Once the city let my house burn down, I pivoted quickly into a community advocate, and I've received 2 community advocate awards. So when you vote for Spencer Pratt on your ballot today or tonight, it'll say Spencer Pratt community advocate, because that's how I identify now. I'm no longer a reality star. And also, it's funny, I keep being called a reality star. I'm the only candidate living in reality too. Okay.
Okay.
Right, because he's living in a damn trailer when they let his house burn down.
So you call me a reality TV star? Yeah, I guess I am. I'm the only candidate living in reality. I'm running against an avowed socialist on the city council. I'm running against the current mayor, who is an actual communist. Like objectively true. We like when there are objective measures of things. I was joking last week about how I was debating the left-wing pundit, Mehdi Hassan. I said the thing I really loved about our debate at Dartmouth is it's objective. Unlike a lot of TV debates, they vote. They vote at the end, and you figure out who won and lost. So you can say, okay, this left-wing pundit who wrote a book called How to Win Every Debate, he officially lost. I'm very glad we're going to have a new version of the book, which is How to Win Every Debate Except Against Michael. Same thing here. We can look at objective measures. And he said, this guy, Spencer Pratt comes out and he says, look, I objectively am the one who lives in reality. These guys objectively are living. Here's one objective measure. The LA mayor, Karen Bass, who is objectively a card-carrying communist, just pulled out of the debate.
Yep.
She's withdrawn from the May 13th candidate forum hosted by the League of Women Voters of Greater Los Angeles and the Pat Brown
Because
Institute.
the bitch is scared. She has no plan. I'm no longer voting for you just because you black. What do you stand for? That's going to help me and my family. It don't matter what color you are. What do you stand for? And they stand for the destruction of the United States. That's what they stand for. These are Soros, Illuminati-backed candidates. Facts.
She knows that Pratt is going to eat her for lunch.
Yep.
So I don't want people to be.
Facts.
There's a lot of good news, and I want to encourage Republicans here because things are better than many of them want to acknowledge. However, do not get your hopes up for Mayor Pratt of LA. Okay, I'm sorry to bring people back down to earth for a second, but it's important to be objective here. It's important to actually know our realistic political position. In many ways, the GOP is doing a lot better than people think. It's very unlikely that Pratt is going to be mayor of LA. I want every Republican out there to go vote. I want every moderate, every centrist, every center leftist who's disillusioned to go out there and vote. Anything can happen in politics. But the reason Karen Bass is pulling out of this debate is because she is winning right now. She realizes that if she just doesn't show up to debates and she just keeps her mouth shut, if the election were held today, she would win by a lot. And the risk of going on stage with a guy like Spencer Pratt is he is going to humiliate her. He's just going to be pummeling her. And so, as
he did on the first debate, he whooped her ass. He did.
The effect of Pratt thus far in the race has simply been to take out Nydia Rahman. Nydia Rahman, who's the socialist on city council. She's done. If you look at the Kalshi odds, I don't think I got the precise numbers here, but as Pratt's stock has risen, Nydia Rahman's stock has just totally collapsed.
Yep.
Karen Bass remains the overwhelming favorite to win the LA mayor race. Listen, not everything happens overnight in politics. And we Republicans, we conservatives are a little impatient. Sometimes it's kind of funny because you think conservatives would be more patient, but we're not. The left has much more the virtue of patience than conservatives do. They're willing to march through the institutions for decades. They're willing to take incremental change. They're willing to accept conciliatory middle ground compromises to score a win today so they can score a bigger win tomorrow. We conservatives are not so much. We get very depressed. But we should look at the progress we're making right now, even if we don't win the LA mayor's race. It's a lot of good progress here.
That's a good point. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button.